Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Blues 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Blues 1975.
This is Enduro Racer on the ZX Spectrum. Obviously I'm playing this on the retro games, the Spectrum, and I know I've played a bunch of these games before, hence the fact that I'm calling them revisited, but I really am enjoying playing these games again on this little rubber keyboard. Not only is it so nostalgic and a massive blast from the past, but it feels so nice, and especially in racing games where you don't compromise your accelerate with it being on the same, D-pad as you're turning. It's really, really, really nice. Anyway, Enduro Racer was released by Sega in the arcades in 1986, and it's a super scalar dirt bike scrambler simulator of the sport Enduro, where the gimmick was you could pull back on the handlebars of the machine, at least on the stand-up one, which was the one I played as a kid in that arcade in Westwood Ho, to trigger a jump mechanic when you hit ramps to give you air and clear obstacles. There was also a full sit-down version with a little portion of a dirt bike on that I never got to see. This thing feels really awkward saying dirt bike. I want to say dirt box for some reason. But yeah, so that would be more in line with hang on and stuff like that. It seems to me that the super scaling technology was just so good that Sega just knew everything with it. It's like throwing ideas at walls, seeing what would stick, and the public would just eat it up. So it was ported to the home micros in the United Kingdom by Activision. There is a Master System version by Sega, but that's a 3D isometric kind of like Excite Bike thing. Tis not Enduro Racer. But yeah, this is the same game engine, Dean Swain told me, as Outrun, but Outrun was thrown too much at it and it couldn't cope, whereas this has got quite a bit going on. Don't get me wrong, this has got quite a bit going on, but this, at least to me, because the magazines absolutely ate this up. The Amstrad version's alright, but it's a port of this and doesn't run as fast. The Commodore 64 version is shit. It's shit. There are 7 stages in the arcade, there are 5 on the Spectrum, but there are 4 on the Commodore 64, and 2 of them are just repeats of previous stages, but more difficult, and it is just awful. But the Spectrum version, which the magazines loved, it set a standard for racing games. There were probably racing games before this, and there were even some after this that didn't go with this style, but pretty much, to keep speed up I guess, everyone adopted this kind of monochromic approach. So colour went out the window for the purposes of attribute class, but you could allow detail, and more importantly that meant that you could make it look like its arcade parents. That's what I felt like as a kid, that's what I feel like as an adult, so I'm sticking to it. If I'm wrong, don't care. Obviously within reason that the game engine was repeated, whether it was tweaked or not, but since this is a racing game and since I'm playing this on the Spectrum, I have to give it a go. So we've got to define keys. We're playing this on keys. Right, start game. Q is down. Right, so that's all you got. Q, and then it's 2 players, not 2 players simultaneous. Right, so yeah, we've got no up. We just got Q for down. Presumably it would say that in the magazine. So throttle. Q. A is down. Sorry, A is down, which is now. No. That's weird. Why would A be wheelie when I can have A as M, and then OP, you can have that. Brakes, no, why would I have brakes start when brakes can be A, decelerate, and then pause can be Z, and then reset is X. So often get a reset in a game, do you? So yeah, Q up, M wheelie, throws me off putting it in there, O left, P rights, A brakes, right, keys of champions. So this is the 128K version, I believe. We had it on a 48 back in the day, but I just think, well, we got AY something. I just don't think the sound effects would have differed that much. High score top left, stage underneath that, next to that time, next to that my score with the incorrect depiction of speed as in kilometers. Right, this looks lovely. Like I said, there would race. Ooh, sounds like my forks are coming off. Racing games like this at the time, this sort of level of detail and this sort of level of, the way the road moves so smoothly and undulation. Immediately I can tell you that that's not so much music, but more 4 presses on a keyboard. What is that? Is that the best you could do? You want to hit the ramps. Hey, you got your bike going out. Did it not blow up like a mini nuke? Like an hang on. You want to hit the ramps straight on. If you hit them at an angle, it compromises the amount of distance, height and all that stuff that you'll get, because the main point of them is usually, more often than not, immediately after the ramp, look at that undulation, is a big chunk of shit in the middle of the road. See? I would say that was about bang on. Little bump. See, as a kid, I hadn't seen a game where the road came up like that and met your character. Did I survive that? No. You know, like, the undulation effect, basically. I'm trying to think of racing games before this. This is 1986. I mean, there would have been pole position copies and knockoffs and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure this is what... And he's out. That was appalling. Started it all. There is no time. There is time, because I failed. I'm a tard. There is no, gear change. I don't know if that's accurate to a dirt bike. Haha, dirt bike. Alright, can I skip that? Thank you. Skip to the end. Now, you're not going to see much, because I suck at this. And I sucked at it as a kid. I think once I got to the dizzying highs of level 3 as a kid. I do have a gameplay of this on my channel running on main. It's still a great arcade game. I think I might prefer it over Hang On. Spoiler alert, I was never a massive fan of Hang On in the arcades. Look at that. Boom! My poor forks. They're forked. See what I did there? See? See, it looks like there's much going on in Outrun. A smaller road. Fuck it. But, see, this to me looks like stuff's going on. It's a decent, competent enough game engine. I wonder what Outrun did that Enduro didn't like. Stole its thunder in the arcades. Same year, aren't they? 86. Bosh. You really could have done something better with the music there, Activision, just saying. See, those trees are lush. Make it. Ooh, a little bit on the anchors there. Right. Come on. Why can't I make it to level 2? I think, yeah. You could tell by, you could see those big rocks in the background that we are now in the desert stage. It's so hard. Presumably because you're on dirt now, or sand. Not dirt, you're on dirt pretty much as long as you're in the wild. You know those jumps, they're like double jumps. But yeah, so when you go around a corner, even if you're chucking on your anchors, you really do slide to the outside of the track. But look at this. I mean, yellow, if you're going to do a sprite, see, look at me go. I can't get back on the track. If you're going to do a sprite scaler, yellow is your friend, I feel. I know it's you know, a bit late to say this 40 odd years later, but the enemy could just drive through. Look at that. Fucking Jeep just drove through a fucking wall. Also, oh, no idea how I did that. It's mixing things up. That is not the route to take around those obstacles, but I'm not going to lie, it seemed to work. We're fucked. Yeah, I understand that Jeeps are on here for a little bit of mixing it up and shit like that. But from a health and safety perspective, you could argue it's a bit of a fucking nightmare, isn't it? One more go. This is harder than I remember. A. So, well, A, I'm using A as decelerate, but the game still thinks it's your action button, so A is type. Thanks for that, game. Thanks for that. So yeah, sorry I can't show you more, but after this came out on the Spectrum, my brain was excited. As a child, I was excited knowing that other stuff could be ported from the arcade to the Spectrum, and it would resemble your favourite arcade masterpiece. I mean, 1986, it's a sprites game, but it's not a driving game, obviously. But Elite did manage to port Space Harrier, didn't they? I love Space Harrier on the Spectrum. Maybe I'll revisit that. I can't remember what the cheat is to give you infinite lives, because I used to rinse the entire game cheating with infinite lives as a kid all the time. That was a piss poor jump. But I'm not dead yet. My ear is itching. To be fair, I'd imagine you get that a lot in the sport of Enduro, because you're wearing a helmet. That's got to be, sorry, that cannot be the best you could have come up with, Activision. Again, it's 40 years old, too late, I am aware of that, but really? Sounded like someone's yanking my forks off, and the music is that. Okay, remember there was any music on the Amstrad. I really need that. Oh, look at that. Scratch my ear. Break. See? Hey, I hit it slowly and I'm still in the game. Still in the game. Yeah, it's got to be definitely because it's sand. That is kind of cool. So, all things considered, I still love this game. Oh, that was a bit unfortunate. Was that the thing in the road or the Jeep? Yoink. Oh, okay, so the music's officially doing a toll on me. Which of us will crack first? Spoilers, it's going to be me. Do they ever put their foot down? Hey! Fuck monkeys. The natural enemy of the dirt rider. Dirt rider. See the shit getting kicked up by your back wheel? A rude motorcyclist who just drove straight through me? Again, also, you never experienced a game when there was stuff in the road at this point. Granted, it's supposed to be here. Just a little jump that time. See? Okay, I'm going around you. I don't want to lose speed. That's it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I apologise that was so pants, but let's just all, you know, soak up the goodness that is Enduro Racer on the ZX Spectrum. If there's any other sort of sprite scaler you'd like me to play, let me know. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know your thoughts on this, especially on the ZX Spectrum. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.